What's good, everybody? Off the Menu Podcast, episode 134. I'm here with my brothers, my co-host Tay.
Hello, everyone.
Moose.
Hello.
And a very special guest, Sarah Lies, DJ. Also, marketing. God damn it. Anyways, DJ, go-getter, big stepper, you name it.
Hey, it's me.
I botched that so bad.
It's okay. It's okay.
I had a brain fart, bro. I just said, wait, Mark. And then I was like, oh,
It's-
it's blank.
When you do so much,
Yeah.
it's hard.
I think when you're trying to categorize every part of the marketing
Yeah, I
is
was-
what you kind of trying to pull it all together. But
I was like,
you
wait.
could have said marketer, marketing whiz.
Marketing
Specialist.
queen.
Yeah, marketing
Marketer.
queen. You know?
Why didn't you
He's
just just take notes, dude? I take notes. And you wonder why. I
I'm
take
actually
notes.
a bad note taker, so
Whatever.
Yeah. That's
right,
fine.
all
No,
right.
he usually does fine, but I saw
does.
when she was describing what she does, and after she said marketing, and then she said social
I just
media
had
and
all
other
this
stuff,
stuff in my
Then he
head.
got
and then,
confused.
then he's like, wait, there's so many different variations of marketing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
He had the wheels turning.
Loading sign.
Yeah.
That shit was like fucking buffering.
My guy was
Marketing coordinator.
No, thank you, Sarah, for coming.
Thanks
It
for
was
having
long.
me.
It was long awaited. Yeah, we tried to get you scheduled in like November, and you were busy.
Busy girl.
Yeah, you were busy.
Yeah.
You've been doing a lot.
Still busy.
Yeah.
But had to make time.
That's
Well,
awesome. Yeah.
Thank you for making time.
I know.
Appreciate it.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Episode 134, our Off the Menu podcast with Sarah Lies, our special guest. Let's go ahead and go into
What happened?
what happened this recent.
Yeah.
We do a little catch up real quick with the viewers.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So we had the art affair Saturday with Spaz and Utah Arts Alliance. It was me, Spaz, and Elliot. Unfortunately, the Tank Davis fight was a little bit longer than we expected.
No knockout.
No knockout, draw, weird. And Spaz and DJ, but me and Elliot went back to back, so that was really fun. And what was it? Big Rob, Eddie, Jungie, Sobayame,
Grape Monkey was
Eddie,
there.
Yeah, Grape
yeah.
Monkey.
So many
There was
artists.
just so many people there displaying art at Flankers. Thank you, Flankers, for allowing us to do that and express ourselves in multiple ways. And then thank you, Elliot, Spaz. Once again, we killed it with sound and the music that was being played. There wasn't, it wasn't really a dancey vibe. Me and Elliot were trying to get people to dance, and it was really just like a networking, socializing type of thing.
Yeah.
But it was still fun, and people did enjoy the music, what they said, so that's all that really matters. And then thank you for coming. There'll be more things like that happening shortly and fun and soon, and yeah.
So make sure you guys stay tuned. You know, it was beautiful actually being out. Like I've been saying a lot lately that I don't really want to do anything. I don't have a creative passion, but then you get put in a room full of great people. You want to be great as well.
Yeah.
So it was amazing to see Eddie and then Big Rob. Even Elijah pulled up. He pulled up for us. And then, Nimbus Boys, Organized Movements was there.
Oh, yep, there we go. Thank you.
Maddie was there.
Happy
We had
Finger
Jeepers
Phil.
Creepers was there. Lyrica and, so many more people. And it was just cool that everything was pulled together by one creative thing, and that's just art in itself. Whether it's music, whether it's drawing, painting, whatever it is, it was just amazing to see.
Inspiring for sure.
But yeah, let's go ahead and get into the episode with our guest. Sarah, for the viewers, who are you and what do you do?
Hey. I'm Sarah, aka Sarah Lies. I am a DJ, producer, working on that, getting better every day. I think DJing is like the thing that is really working for me.
Yeah.
I also, I do a lot of different marketing, like you said, marketing strategy, graphic design, a little bit of everything. I worked in social media agencies for many years, 5
Really?
years before I started DJing. And I've been doing social media marketing stuff for 6-7 years. So that really has played a massive role into my DJ career. And I can definitely credit a lot of it, my success in my DJ career, to the marketing skills that I've grown. And it's been a fun journey. It's kind of crazy. I do a little bit of everything.
When did you start DJing?
I started DJing 2 years ago. My first.
That makes sense.
What was in the water 2 years ago?
No,
Bro, I'm
I was
saying
thinking,
though, bro.
There's been so many
lot of
DJs where they're
talent.
like,
Yeah, no, and it's amazing because it was right after it's post-COVID, right?
Yeah.
And so
About
everyone
a year
was trying
after,
to
2 years
figure.
after.
They had a little bit of time to figure things out, and then they, the music scene just blew up.
Blew up, especially here
Yes.
in Salt Lake.
For
It's
sure,
really
Salt Lake.
crazy.
Yeah, there's a bunch of different sounds trying to be brought here because we don't have a select sound for Salt Lake, Utah. Because like I was mentioning earlier, like Jersey has Jersey Club, Be More Club. You have like Ballet, you have Brazilian funk, just places that have the distinct sounds.
Yeah.
And I don't think we have yet created that here.
No, dubstep.
Bro, I know.
Like the Utah thing.
Yeah, people love dubstep here.
It's the mountains,
It's the mountains.
the bass
People
just
in the
bouncing
mountains.
off.
The base of the
Denver's
mountain.
the same way. They
Yeah.
love their dubstep.
It's the
Denver
earthquake
does,
vibes,
yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
What sound
Real.
do you want to be here, though? That's the question.
Well, I don't think it's yet been made.
Ooh.
Or like
good.
it has been, but it hasn't been.
Has it been Utah-fied? Like,
You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And not to
Well,
be
Joseph Smith hasn't touched it.
Mormonified. Yeah. No, I'm kidding. Like Detroit House, bro. Detroit House, like they took dance hall and they made like fucking soul
Yeah.
Detroit
Okay,
House
yeah,
music, bro.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
that's
yeah.
fire.
Proper.
Yeah, like
Proper
that's
house.
like that shit's squeaky fucking clean. But I don't know. Yeah, it's interesting. You mentioned that. I have no idea.
We'll figure it out. Eventually, as Utah grows and not only is the music growing here, but the state is growing, right? So
Yeah.
we're going to get a lot more people we're going to be more mixed when it comes to music and,
Yeah.
arts and all that stuff. So, I give it about 5 more years before Utah really has a distinct sound, or someone comes out of Utah that people are like, oh,
Blows it up.
he's from Utah. That's not Cascade.
I was just gonna.
That's not Cascade.
I was like, no, only one I can think of.
Yeah,
is
well,
Cascade.
we don't have Cascade. And,
As a DJ, yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know any other.
Yeah,
I mean,
but,
you want to
you know.
think about neon trees and shit in our or who's that other? What's that other brand? It's a pretty big band. I feel like.
Imagine Dragons.
Thank you. There we go.
God.
There we go. Yeah.
You know this one,
Sarah.
too. Fuck.
Hey, they're popping, bro.
They are popping.
They do the
Not
arcane
my
thing,
thing.
you know?
Yeah, Imagine Dragons not for me, but
Yeah.
they make good music.
Something.
I'd
Good
like
for
to
them.
say. Yeah, it's just like good for them.
It was thriving.
Okay. Yeah.
So 2 years ago.
2 years ago, yes, my first gig ever in front of people. I threw a launch party. I call it a gig. It was my own party.
Hey, that's what I did.
There was
That's
probably
the perfect
25
thing.
people there. It was February 24th, 2 years ago. So just barely over
Wow.
2 years. Mhm.
2 year mark.
And I only learned how to DJ like a month before.
Really?
Wow. And you had the confidence to throw your own. Wow. That's
Dude,
amazing.
fucking
That's
high five.
amazing.
Thank you.
That's fucking awesome.
Well-
I also I was a cheerleader in high school.
Oh,
I'm used to
okay.
being in front of people. I don't know. I think I thought I had the personality for DJing.
Yeah.
It's still scary. Like up until
Yeah.
up until recently, I got nervous and so scared every single time. But I was like, I've been in front of people. It's fine. And you figure it out.
So you did a launch party?
I did a launch party.
So
Yes.
like how did you come about like making a launch party for your first gig? How did you do
Well,
that?
I was learning. I was figuring it out. I had lots of friends who were DJs and in the music industry and producers, every genre, everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a lot of people to like help teach me. My friend Malik's is the one that taught me how to
wow.
DJ.
Yeah.
He's very talented king. And as I was learning, one of my other friends was like, "Oh, yeah, you should throw a launch party." I didn't even think about that. I was like, "I'm just learning to DJ for my friends or whatever."
Yeah.
And as soon as he gave me that idea, I was like, "Yeah, I need to." So at the time, I was working at a social media agency. I was at Sauce,
Okay.
and
Oh, there you go.
our office was in the same building as Blood and Blush. I was working with her on her branding, and it was we were all connected in different ways. But so I rented her space to
Shout out
throw
Kate.
my launch party there. Shout out Kate.
Yeah.
And I got gear. I rented super expensive speakers that I so did not need, and I had to like lug them into the building. They're so heavy. I did everything by myself. But I thought like 400 people were gonna show up. It was like 30 people, all my closest friends. But it was really fun, and it's like a very fond memory of mine.
good.
Yeah, just brought the gear. I'm really good at branding, so that's something that I've had from the beginning. And I really utilized my launch party to like bring that vibe. It was like everything was pink lights and like
Yeah,
it
cute.
was just really like DIY vibes.
Yeah.
But it was really fun.
No, it's awesome. So you was at her studio where it was 2 years ago? I don't remember where it
Yeah,
was.
same spot.
Oh, is this the same spot at Studio 11? Like that same building?
Yeah,
Oh,
same
shit.
building.
Where you did it with?
upstairs.
Oh, but you did it upstairs in her actual salon.
Yes.
And not in like the little.
It wasn't the salon yet, but yeah,
Okay. Because the room that you did with Gato, that's her spot as well.
her photo studio.
Oh, that's what it was. But you
Yeah.
did it upstairs before everything was kind of
Exactly.
in there. Oh, that's so sick.
Yeah, super cool.
The confidence though that you got to have to just put yourself in
party,
front of
yeah.
everyone, and especially doing something for like a month. Yeah.
That's crazy.
It was crazy. It was
Yeah.
psycho, honestly.
That's amazing though to see that you can just go for it, and that's what people should be doing though. Like,
Yeah.
once you find something that you think that you can do, just start going for it, because that's the same thing as like when we did the clothing, and it's like, all right, how is this gonna sell? And then we started doing pop-ups, and it was just all our closest friends, and then one by one, it was like, oh, someone new, and then then you're like, oh wow,
Our friend's
this is-
friend. Our friend's
Yeah.
friend's friend.
Yeah, and it's crazy how it just like picks up speed. Once you try things and you kind of like focus on one lane, it just snowballs. It just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Because 1 month after that, I got a gig at Sky. 1 month after that,
Damn,
I was
at
playing
Sky?
Black Void. Yeah,
Sky in and not rooftop, right? It was Sky like
inside.
in sea. That's
Wow.
crazy. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Pretty wild.
Who did you open for somebody?
I did
Yeah.
open for Luttrell, which
Okay, I know that
is
is.
not my sound now. It's very happy progressive house.
Oh, really?
So he's a super good artist, and
Yeah.
it was a really fun show. But yeah, not really my sound anymore. And that came I've been in the rave scene for like 11 years.
you
I've
go.
been deep in it. I've been going to DOS Energy for 11 years in a row. I'm true.
Since you're like 18, huh?
True rave. 16.
Golly.
Yeah.
Oh, you could go when you were 16?
Yeah. They used to check IDs and make sure you were 16, and then they changed it to
Now it's
18.
18, yeah.
Yeah, but it was way back then. Back in my day, you could be 16 at the rave. And then I remember I wasn't 18 yet when they switched it, so I was using a friend's ID to get
Yeah.
into the shows when I was 17.
Oh,
Crazy.
Kind of funny. Yeah. So anyway, I've been deep in the scene for a long, long time, and I've just made so many friends. I've been going to Skype also since I had a fake ID when I was 19. And I've met a lot of people, and the connections are also really what has gotten me where I am. Like that gig at Sky, nobody gets a gig at Sky after 2 months. Like,
yeah.
That's
why.
I should
I'm
not
like,
have gotten that. I did not know what I was doing. I only used the faders. I didn't use the EQ. Like
Oh,
I was
really?
scared to touch the effects. Yeah, so it's just silly.
I understand.
But because I'm
So filter in, filter out.
yeah, exactly.
It's like they're
but just
buying it.
having friends in the industry, like really, it goes far. And people believed in me even if I wasn't where I should have been to be doing that. But every gig, I don't really learn much about DJing when I'm mixing at home by myself. I learn so much when I'm DJing in front of people, and when you fuck up in front of people, it's like that stays with you, and then you learn to not do that the next time. And that's where I've learned all my skills is DJing in front of people. For
Yeah,
sure.
I agree. It's funny because I fucked up so many times Saturday. But some people, when it's hard because when you're like a bar or a club, people are intoxicated or they're already occupied with something.
Yeah.
I get if they're on the dance floor. There wasn't many people on the dance floor essentially because there wasn't really a dance floor for flankers. But like transitioning the song and like not beat matching, I was like, oh fuck, I gotta. And you hear like, it was just those things are. You don't do at home normally because you don't really see reactions besides yourself, and it's really hard to kind of like take in like, oh wait, I gotta remember not to do that when it's
Yeah.
just me there. You need something to like, oh shit, this person just saw me fuck.
People are noticing. Yeah, exactly. And I feel like in the beginning, early on, like one little fuck up it's such a big deal, and you're like, oh my god, and you remember it forever. You're like, oh, that was the worst, and everybody heard it, whatever. But the more you do it in front of people, especially, it's like nobody's really paying that much attention. It's not that big of a deal. It doesn't stick with you that
Yeah.
long. And I've kind of learned, like when you're clanging a little bit, when there's a little bit of, like when you're transitioning, it kind of it gives it a little flavor, it gives it
Yeah.
a little taste.
True. Like, you try to like introduce the new song in a good way, and it's just like it just kind of messes things up.
A little
But
bit
like
of
you're
clanging, whatever. Nobody's paying that much of attention. But then sometimes you play some rooms and half the people there are DJs.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, here we go.
It's like, oh, he heard that one.
you're judging me.
Critique City
You're
in
judging
here.
me.
Yep.
Did you have, with like being so new to it at this stage, right early on, did you feel like you had like imposter syndrome? Did you feel?
100%. I still
Yeah.
have it. I
Yeah.
still have it. Definitely then I did not know what I was doing.
Right.
And I was like, every time I got on the stage, I was like, I'd look at the gear, I'd be like, holy fuck. I don't know what a CDJ 3000 is.
Bro.
And it's so scary when you first start. Definitely still have the imposter syndrome though, because I feel like, I don't know, not to, get on my box here, but
Yeah.
I feel like my growth has always been a little bit faster than my skill level.
Okay.
And so I've been definitely in a lot of rooms and on a few stages where I'm like, I'm not ready for this.
Yeah.
But then you get out there and you finish it and you're like, I know what I'm doing. Every time you get a little bit better, but I wonder if that imposter syndrome feeling will go away.
It's true. Some people say this day and age that it still doesn't go away because they don't think they're as good as they can be.
Yeah.
Or as their peers.
Yeah.
I don't think you'll ever feel satisfied, honestly.
Probably. As
Like,
an artist.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like when you say that from like a DJ perspective, like what do you mean like imposter syndrome? Like you don't deserve to be in like the space doing the show, or what do you guys mean exactly?
I do think it depends kind of
Yeah.
on I don't know, on the situation. Like some pretty big shows that I've played, I'm like, whoa, this is really wild for how long I've been doing this. And I have friends who've been playing DJing for 10 years who haven't gotten this opportunity. Or I think sometimes you look at the gear and you're like, holy shit, I really don't know what I'm doing.
Yep.
Or just when you get nervous before, it's like, whoa, okay, I'm not ready for this. But then you play it and you're like, all right, I do know.
No, for sure. Once the music goes and that first song goes on and you're like, oh, wait, I know how to play the next song, the next song, the next song, the
Two
next
or
song.
three songs in, you're always good.
Yeah, but it's one of those things where like you get in that room and these people have been doing this for 5, 10 plus years and you just started and you're having this opportunity to go on stage and play the music that you want to play and pray to God that these people like it. You know?
Yeah.
It's just one of those things like you don't know it's going to happen at all.
Yes,
And it's
so
scary
true.
as fuck.
But then I always feel that. Like, I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't know if my music is the right for this room. But then I remind myself that, like, they booked me for a reason for
Right.
this one. And maybe I've played with these guys before, so they've heard my sounds. They know what I play.
Mm-hmm.
So they must want me here, whether I'm playing weird stuff or not. And that every time I learn a little more, like, to trust my intuition when it comes to what I play
Right.
for different rooms.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
As I say, you said you've grown from what you originally played. What were you originally starting playing
I've
as?
had a little bit of a journey. When I first started, I really wanted to do like melodic and progressive house.
Yeah.
And melodic techno, like
Yeah.
kind of in between there, much softer stuff, slower vibes, 120. And I think and then I was also doing a lot of American tech house, playing a lot of John Summit and Dom Dalla, and that was kind of all I played for that first summer.
Yeah. I mean, they were popping though, so I wouldn't.
They were popping, and it's what gets people dancing.
No, for
still.
sure.
It's
No,
what
for
gets
sure,
people
yeah.
dancing. And I think my taste is, I don't know, I've kind of gotten a little bit more niche.
Right.
I went to Miami Music Week last year, kind of changed me. Playing a lot of Latin, like minimal stuff.
Minimal
I
house,
really
yeah.
love minimal house.
Yeah.
Deep tech is my thing. Like Chris Dussy, Frankie Rosardo, Josh Baker, that's like my stuff. And there's not a lot of people here playing it.
Yeah.
And there's not a lot of people here who appreciate like dancing to it either. So
Right.
when I do get the opportunity to play that to a room of people who know what it is, it's really fun.
Yeah.
I'm also loving like 130, 140. I call it electronica. It's kind of like in this middle ground. It's not UKG, but it's like faster house. It's not quite hard house, but it's like what Peggy Goo plays.
Okay.
Very just like sparkly, fun, fast.
Yeah.
Like it's housey, but it's fast and dancey, and it's just so fun. That's my favorite right now.
Okay. And so that's what you've been playing recently.
Recently, yeah, that's what I've been playing. Some deep tech, some minimal house, and some.
There's so many
fast
subgenres.
electronica. So
I was gonna
and
say,
And I just
yeah.
don't, and I'm trying to like imagine the subgenres that you're mentioning. So when I think of house, I think of like, 130, 140 BPM and that same, like you have the hi-hat and then you have like the same bass line.
exactly,
Like,
little 4 on the floor.
Yeah.
It's same stuff. Yeah, I think classic house is like 126, 128.
Yeah.
And then tech house is everything's getting faster. Every
Yeah.
genre is getting faster and faster. And people are playing a lot of 130 right now.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of where tech house is sitting. Electronica, UKG, I think it's like 134 to 145-ish.
yeah.
And then you're getting into hard house and a little bit of techno and that kind of
higher.
thing.
Yeah, like 180 or 160.
Did you feel like
Yeah.
your transition from, marketing is a big play into your DJing, right? It's your
Yeah.
music playing. So was your transition pretty easy, or was it smooth at the beginning from being able to, with those skills?
Yeah. It is interesting. Like when I was working in social media agencies, and also now I do it freelance.
Right.
I do a lot of branding for different brands and businesses. Like I make logos, I do their messaging, I dig into all of that, create a lot of visual branding. So that's my strong suit. And I Also, my name was Supernova before, so I rebranded.
Yeah,
I used to be Supernova.
Because you had
yeah.
all girls' night at Varley, and you were Supernova at the
I
time.
was Supernova, yeah.
Yeah.
So in my launch party, all that, my first show at Sky was Supernova.
Yeah,
Supernova, like I really created a brand with that. A lot of people said it was like too much, and I made it a little tacky. Whatever, it's fine.
Like a Marvel superhero.
it's okay
Yeah.
though.
Exactly.
Like, those are growing pains. I think
It's,
that's yeah.
it's so true. And
Yeah.
a lot of people say like the first one never sticks. It's always the second one.
I mean, I already switched from mine.
And it's fun. I think the rebrand was actually very successful for me. But
Yeah.
anywho, my branding for Supernova was really strong. I think my social media skills really like played a big role into why I got shows.
Yeah.
It's the only reason people knew who I was.
Right.
There was no other reason that people would have like heard of me or anything like that. So I would say like the transition because of those skills was pretty smooth. And then I had to learn all of the music industry and like DJ stuff after that. Like there's just so many things you don't know before you try it. And I think a lot of my DJ friends were like, girl, you don't even know what you're getting yourself into. And it's true. And you learn more and more every day. And it's pretty funny. I don't know, just all the little like quirks and like etiquette and little things and the DJ drama. Oh my God, it's just
Is there
crazy.
DJ drama?
There's so much DJ drama all the
See,
time.
I don't
stay
know
out
this.
of it.
I don't
but
know this shit. I
want to know now. Damn.
I'll fill you in. There's a lot of tea. I stay out of it, but they pull you in sometimes.
So when you say DJ drama, you mean like it's just in this local community?
local drama.
Really?
Yeah, and I think like also as a female artist, as you grow, especially like there's really big female artists who I think kind of face challenges because of it. There's always stuff for us.
Yeah.
And I would maybe consider that like bigger DJ drama that female artists have to deal with, but the DJ drama I think is usually on a local scale.
Yeah.
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 And is there, so when you say DJ drama, because I know like there's so many DJs here.
So many DJs.
And when you say DJ drama, is it like in a certain scene or is it like the whole thing? Like a certain like
people
genre
get
of
it.
music,
Yeah.
like the EDM, I guess, or like the dubstep, the house, the techno kind of DJs that
Which
have
one
drama and
has
stuff?
the drama? Which
Yeah.
one do you think would
It's like
have the
I
most
played
drama?
that song.
Yeah,
I don't know.
what's your guess? If
Which
you-
one?
I would have no idea. Obviously, I think you know it better than anyone, obviously. But my assumption is the people that actually have the money and are actually getting booked in like higher positions. That's where like that drama's at. Because the bottom feeders like me and the homies that are at like
point
the,
at me.
at the that are at the weddings. I know, but I'm saying that like the bottom feeders are like at the bars, the small bars, and like just doing it for fun, like and don't know if they want to, but they just do it for fun. I don't think they know what's going on up here at all.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I have no idea.
That's fair. Yeah. I think there's a lot of levels
Yeah.
to it. And when you have wedding DJs, you have bar DJs,
Yeah.
you have club DJs, you have DJs who are aspiring to only be like on the big
Shows,
stages,
yeah.
I think there's so many different areas of it, and different levels as well. And I think I guess it is kind of like that. The DJ drama I've seen occurs definitely between artists who want to be playing the big stages
Exactly, yeah.
and want the big club shows.
Yeah.
And because it's competitive and like
I don't doubt it. Yeah.
all of our goal is to be like growing fast and be on those big stages
Mm-hmm.
and playing with those big artists. And not a lot of big artists come to Salt Lake. So when there is one in your lane who you really like love and respect, like you're gonna work really hard to be on that.
Yeah.
But I think there's a lot of jealousy. There's a lot of like, why do they get this and I don't? Recently, I'm just seeing like I was offered a much lower rate for the same shows that my like male colleagues were offered for the exact same thing. So there's a lot of different stuff. But I think a lot of jealousy amongst the local DJ squad that like it just circulates, but it's kind of funny. I don't know. And I think people grow out of it and you kind of, it goes in phases, but that's what it stems from.
Yeah.
I can see that.
And it's just anything that you do in arts.
It's
or
gonna
just
happen
in life,
anywhere.
You know?
Yeah,
Competitive,
yeah.
and it's like, I wouldn't say it's not competitive, but like any kind of thing, and when it comes to art, you're competing against your peers.
Yeah.
Like I respectfully for me, but like others take it in a different way.
Yeah.
So that's just tough.
A lot of personalities, I think, just adds
Exactly.
to it too.
Yeah.
And I think more when I first started, everybody just talks shit on each other, and it's just
really?
it's kind of funny. Yeah, more when I first started, but I'm not. It's not the case anymore. Like I don't see it. I kind of think I've like grown out of it or pulled myself away from it, which is good. And I truly am like surrounded by the coolest people, DJs and just like music industry people who are, you know, promoters or booking agents, like all this kind of stuff. I just am surrounded by all the coolest people.
I was gonna say, when you first started, did you have that feeling like people were like talking shit, like,
Oh yeah.
Sarah,
Oh yeah.
Sarah got booked
Still.
here? Like, what the fuck?
You got
Like,
booked at Sky 2 months
I'm
in,
saying
see,
though,
it
yeah,
would've-
like I'm saying.
I pissed a lot of people off.
I would-
pissed
like to some, it's amazing. Like us, I
think
thought
that's
when I
fucking
heard that,
awesome.
I thought that was amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You know,
Yeah.
and you know, I think that's where the community needs to grow in a sense where we need to just boost each other up, where opportunities are seen. Like you had an opportunity early on in your career to be able to play at a place where most people don't get the opportunity, but it's also them not putting themselves in that position, right? You have to put yourself in you through your own gig and let people know, who, like at that time, this is who I am.
Exactly.
And then they witnessed it. Some people saw it, they liked it, and then that's why you got put on the stage before a lot of other people did.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a marketer before a DJ.
And that's where
What
that-
it is
She
what I'm
said, I
good
already
at.
got the tools, shorty.
Exactly. It is what I'm good at. And I think that there's a lot of people who don't have those skills and don't understand them.
Yeah.
And I know so many people who are like really incredible DJs and producers and making really, really good music, but they just don't have that skill set.
Yeah.
And I think that, I mean, it has to be hard. Like, there's so many things you have to do to become a successful DJ, and we don't get paid that well, you know? I can't
It's true.
hire a whole team to do all these things for me.
Yeah.
So if you don't have those skills, it is really hard to get in front of people and get your name out there. And you also have to have a really big personality and really like believe in yourself and have a lot of confidence to be able to reach out to certain people or put yourself in certain rooms or even like just go to shows and do the networking.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
That's the biggest part of it is going and supporting others.
I was doing
Right?
this.
And
Dude,
that's
I was
what
doing
it
this for
is.
the past 4 or 5 years.
You've been doing that, putting yourselves in rooms with all the people.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
been doing that for the past 4 or 5 years where I go to Spaz, Bo.
At the club every weekend.
See if I can shadow, sit behind, and then my birthday was November 30th this past year. And that's when
Sagittarius.
Every
thing.
year.
Sagittarius.
every
year.
Yeah. Might not be no, just kidding. I'm kidding. But I did the same thing for you as you did. So I had a birthday party at the Ruin the year before that.
Cool.
And it was just Andy and Spaz. And then I threw another party at Coteray for my birthday. And then I decided to DJ.
Yeah.
And you gave me the deck like a month before that. And it was the same scenario where I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. And then 2 weeks before, Spaz is like, let's just DJ on my deck. And I said, oh, fuck, I'm using a little...
Yeah, I don't know how to do that.
I'm using a small ass fucking...
The Fisher Price ones.
And she let me borrow it for a week before that. And I fucked up like twice. The music cut out like twice because I had one disc. Both tracks were on disc A, and I didn't move one of the discs to disc B, and it went dead silent. For
We all do that. It's
I was
okay.
like, fuck.
And it takes a second to like recoup after that.
What's going on?
He was checking the wires.
Yeah, I was like, what's
I
going
looked
on?
over and it wasn't
Like,
playing.
operator error, actually.
All the guys are like, oh, man.
It's my first time. It was so funny.
We all do it.
Yeah. But it turned out really well. And I actually sold tickets for like $5 to get in. And I sold like 170 tickets.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And
Amazing.
granted, it was my birthday, so people were like kind of obligated to show up.
Yeah.
But
But still, it's a big deal.
yeah.
As they should, though. You know, it's
Yeah.
for your birthday. They're celebrating you. And,
Yeah.
you know, if you got the support that you think that you have, people will show up.
Yeah.
Right?
And it's a good, I don't know, marketing ploy also. Like, hey,
Yeah.
it's my birthday, so you're all going to show up. I know you are, but you're also going to get to see me do this thing that I want to keep doing.
Yeah.
So it's a good way to get people to come and want to come back.
Yeah. It was fun. And then I didn't do anything. I told myself I want to get booked every month this year.
Hell yeah.
And I have, besides January, but like that was kind of tough because I started in November and I was trying to figure out how I could navigate to that. But then I got booked February and March.
Love it.
So
It just keeps going.
yeah,
And
it was very fun.
When I first started, I had a friend. It may have been. It was after this first Sky show. And
Really?
Actually, it's Justin Cornwall. I don't know if you guys know him, but he came to both, and he was like, it's just gonna go like this.
Yeah.
It's just up from here, and it's gonna be out of your control. And it truly is.
Out of your control.
It truly gets there, and you're like, oh my God, I have no control over what is happening right now, and like the growth is just crazy.
Yeah, it's so fun to see because I'm good friends with like a bunch of DJs. Like I said, I saw Spaz open up for Diorio when he came for that Phone Wonderland. You opened DOS. Parker Andrees is a good friend of mine as well.
Yeah.
You opened for DOS.
Yep.
And I'm seeing this and I'm like, oh, this is so.
It's so cool. Watching all your friends,
Yeah.
it's just like, oh,
Yeah,
feels
you guys,
so good.
You guys are doing great things, and like your most recent shows, you opened for Clooney and Disco Lines just recently.
Yeah, well, and yeah, I was doors for Disco Lines, which is so fun.
Yeah.
I just love playing a box back. I love Mutiny with
Yeah.
all my heart.
They're
Love
so
those
dope.
guys. They're so cool.
Yeah.
And the Clooney show, I was direct support, which is crazy to me
Yeah, 'cause
to
you're right.
play right before Clooney. And it was a Sundance show.
I know,
Like
I wanna
one
be
of
there
our
so
biggest
bad.
events of the year in Utah. And like to
In
be
general,
on
yeah.
the stage at the marquee is a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
The sound system is insane. And that was the first time Insomniac has come to
And
Utah
because
as
they
well.
because they wanted to do an event here. He wants to buy DOS.
Yeah.
He wants to buy DOS.
Yeah.
And if he does that, oh my god.
And he wants my V2 as far as I can tell.
Oh, in total, like he just
Yeah,
Yeah, I
in total,
mean,
he
don't-
wants the whole
Don't
thing.
Don't quote
shebang.
me. Don't quote me on that, but I do think. I mean, Insomniac. I think they just want to acquire.
Yeah.
You-
But
Anything they can here because
he was
they,
here at
they know
DOS,
what's
though.
happening. It was his birthday. This
Ah,
fall. Yeah.
And he enjoyed. I saw him post it a shit ton. Yeah.
Yeah,
I was like, oh
it's,
shit.
it's pretty crazy. Yeah. Anyway, it was the first time that Insomniac has done any events in Utah as promoters. So to be on one of their shows, I was the first night. I opened
Yeah,
it.
Thursday.
And to play direct support for Clooney is just like.
I missed Clooney last time he came, and I was so sad I worked that night. And I wanted to see that show so
good.
bad. Wasn't
Do you feel like the years of experience, going to DOS when you were younger and knowing the music that you were going to be playing, was that easy for you to jump into when you started DJing?
Yeah, for sure. I have, I think, a very particular taste, and I know what I like and what I'm into, and I did before I started. And I knew what I wanted to play. I can tell, like looking back, I can really see how much I've refined my taste, and it's kind of funny. I'm like, oh my gosh, some of that stuff I played was so cringe, but even still, it wasn't bad. I've seen other people play some stuff that I'm like,
No, you're not.
I would
yeah.
never play that. But yeah, my taste has definitely been refined, but it's still in the same vein. Like I love a minor key. I love a C minor, and I still love that melodic stuff. I love melodic techno, and every once in a while I do still play some, and some progressive house too, and it all plays in together.
So
Yeah.
have you always been like a house girly?
I've always been, well, actually, no.
Okay.
That's actually, I shouldn't say that. There was a time when I didn't know house existed, and I was a dubstep girl. I was a
Oh, so before house-
I knew-
So when you started raving, it was dubstep.
yeah.
Of course.
But I didn't know. I didn't know what genres were. Honestly, it's just,
I didn't either.
I was freaking 16. It's just so funny. My first electronic show ever was Porter Robinson,
Oh,
and
see?
that changed my freaking life. I have
Well,
a
he
Porter
wasn't-
Robinson tattoo.
But he's not dubstep. Oh,
Yeah,
No.
but that's the first that.
That's what got me hooked.
oh
Yeah.
that's where it
It was
changed your.
Porter Robinson,
Yeah.
Odessa,
There you
Rufus
go.
Du Sol. I've
Yeah,
seen
that's
Rufus
melodic
Du
for
Sol
sure, yeah.
19 times.
Oh,
They're
really?
Like,
Wow.
yeah.
Are you going to the
still-
show? He's coming. Here?
Yeah, for sure. I love them.
Salter. Oh, not Salter. USANA. I think.
USANA.
right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So good. I've seen them at Red Rocks 2
I
times.
do want to see Rufus Du Sol. I want to go to Red Rocks. I've never been. I heard that venue's like one of the best venues in the nation.
It's incredible.
And
I
look-
think Rufus has gotten too big. They're not doing Red Rocks this year.
really.
Makes me sad. Yeah.
But like all the big DJs do fucking Red
No,
Rocks.
I'm like, Rez, I don't know. Like if you
I mean, Red Rocks. You have Millennium and Slander. They're big as. So many people have them. I don't.
I know. I wonder.
I don't.
I don't know the math. I can't. It's not my job, but they haven't announced it. If they do, I will be going. Anywho, that's what got me into it. And then I was definitely going to a lot of dubstep shows like Black Tiger Sex Machine.
Oh yeah, people
like
love them. Yeah.
I don't know, Kaiwachi, I loved all kinds of stuff. And then I don't remember like when I discovered house, but it hit. It
So-
changed everything.
So what? So Porter Robinson was the first like house DJ that kind of like
First
oh, shit.
electronic artist
Oh,
I ever
ever.
saw. Yeah.
Okay.
I was 15 when
Where was that at? Complex?
It was at the Saltaire. It was World's Tour
15?
2014,
Damn.
the year before I graduated high school.
You 2016?
2015.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Damn, Porter Ross has been DJ for that long.
Oh, way longer than that.
Yeah, has he? Yeah, he's like a pop star. He's trying to be like a pop star now. I think it's dope.
Yeah.
She said, yeah.
I like the older stuff better.
He's probably reached a certain point where he just gets to do whatever.
Well, he can.
Yeah.
He can.
He's
yeah.
a creative guy.
Yeah. He's like, it's weird. It's weird. It's like hyper pop, like what he's doing. Not that it's
Emo
bad.
boy vibes.
Yeah, it's not that it's bad, but it's just like different from what
Very
he's,
he had
different
to
realm.
be emo about.
I don't know.
All kinds of stuff. He also, I don't know if you guys know about Virtual Self. He did like, I guess it was techno-y. He started this other project, and he did like one very short little tour with it, and it was insane. Like one of my most favorite shows I've ever been to. Like hard Dance Revolution vibes.
Ooh.
It was so sick, and he just did the one tour with it, and then just never really did it again. I've seen like a couple other times that he's done kind of like a pop-up set of it.
That would hit home for us, bro.
Yeah. He
I
also
just see the mat and shit. And like, I'm going.
he also did this other
tripping.
project.
Tripping.
Literally. He started this other project called Air to Earth, and he barely did anything with it, but it was really cool, minimal, like airy, housey vibes. And I saw him do an Air to Earth set one time. He opened up Second Sky, his festival, with it.
Yeah.
And I got there super early just to see that set because it was amazing. And then he never did anything with it.
That sucks.
Yeah.
I actually enjoyed Porter Robinson when he came for DOS a lot.
Oh my gosh, that set was,
was-
amazing.
Sarah, that set was so.
Amazing.
I was party favorites were doing me so right, but I was. Oh my god.
Yes, absolutely. We were cooking. DOS Energy also is just so magical. It's like one of my favorite festivals. I don't
It's
know if I'll
actually
ever
really
stop
good.
going. It is magical. Something about being on the salt flats. Like, and when the sun is setting,
Yep.
everything about it. And every year it gets better and better and better.
It has.
Last year, I mean, being able to DJ that festival is really, really crazy after seeing so many DJs that I love there and going so many times. I never thought I would be a DJ. It's just kind of wild. So getting to be there like as an artist and like have the artist pass, I get to go everywhere I want,
Full
whatever,
circle ass.
full circle. But
That's so
it was even more magical and fun last year. It was like so.
It's so funny because Tony, my brother-in-law, he goes, "Hey, do you know a local DJ named Sarah Lies?" I said, "Yeah, I've been to like one or two of her shows." He fucking takes his selfie with Sarah and sends me it. And she has sunglasses. I have that picture. I showed you it when
You did, yeah. When we
at
first met,
Sayonara,
that's so funny.
Oh, he said, "You know her? Is she good?" I said, "Yeah, she's pretty good." And he takes a picture like, "Yeah, I'm with her." I was like, "What the fuck?" It was so random.
That's so funny. Was it at the table? Like
I think
at
so. Yeah,
DOS
I'm pretty sure.
outside?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was at a table
Yeah.
upstairs.
That was with a whole
on the
group of
concrete.
people, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, it was Saturday because I went there Friday. I didn't go there Saturday. I think.
Saturday was amazing.
Wait, did I go one day or did I go 2 days? I think I only went one day this last year. Because I wanted to
Those
see.
party favors makes it hard to remember.
It was one day.
It was one day. Yeah, I wanted to see Jester. That's who I wanted to see.
Super sick.
Yeah, Jester was really sick. Who else? Who closed? Fuck. Why can't I remember the DOS? Who closed? The closers.
Nora and Pure. I don't remember
Was she
if
a
someone
closer
was
Saturday?
after her. Maybe
She was a
someone
closer
was after
Saturday.
her. Yes, she was Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Friday was Subtronics. Friday was Subtronics. I didn't really care for that. It was dubstep. DOS was actually dubstep heavy.
It always is.
It wasn't like that.
That was
year
the
before
Utah
that, though.
scene before, though. Before
It is.
in 2010, when I
Dubstep was crazy. Like, it
dubstep was
just-
hella crazy.
See, that's
2010.
why I probably didn't like electronic
That's-
music when I was a teenager.
At least
bro.
in Utah, that's
Yeah,
where
I didn't like
'cause I
it.
was going for about 4 or 5 years. I was like Get Freaky and all that stuff, 2010 and
Yeah.
up. And then when DOS got introduced, it was like that's when they started introducing auto melodic stuff.
There we go.
And then like
Yeah.
2014 came around. That's when auto melodic, like 2014, 2015, 2016 were like melodic summers. You know, EDC, like everyone was singing along, crying. Heroes was out. Lesso.
Yes.
You know, yeah. So
Banger track.
Yeah,
Still
no,
so
still.
good.
Yeah,
that one will
yeah,
never
so-
get old.
yeah.
yeah. And so
2015 was a crazy time for music.
yeah, it was.
What a time.
Yeah, that's probably why.
Yeah.
I didn't fuck with electronic music at
I
that
bet.
age.
Because that's all the homies were like.
Yeah,
I had a lot
All
of
the
Mexican
Asians.
homies. No, these are all the Mexican homies when I was going to Rose Park. I was just chilling
really?
in Rose Park, and
Yeah.
they like, hey, let's go to this event, and then they just really loved dubstep, and I was just like, what is this?
it's like
music?
dubstep.
I got
and
a
rhythm.
headache. I got a headache right now.
Yeah, I even like I said, I try to do party favors on dubstep too, and 30 minutes. I'm like, I'm not having fun.
There's
Or-
like, I don't know if you guys have ever seen Rez. Rez did play Saturday. She closed
Oh,
out
there it is.
Saturday
Yeah,
at
that was
DOS.
Rez, yeah.
And I've seen Rez probably 5 or 6 times. every single time is still so good, and I don't even like dubstep anymore. She puts on a sick show, and like her crowds are actually really fun, and everything she plays, she mixes in a lot of good, like she mixes in some techno and a little bit of like, I don't know, all kinds of stuff. And it's just so tasteful and fun, and she's so sick. She's always been so sick.
I was gonna say Ben Nicky was really sick.
Ben Nicky's so sick.
He was really sick that night.
I love hardstyle.
He was going so crazy. He was he was playing so many hits. He was playing like Eminem and fucking like One Republic, and I was like, "What's going on here?" And then you just
So fun. I love that stuff. Get Freaky used to only be a dubstep festival.
See,
now it's at D&B though.
They've
They've added D&B and like rhythm.
V2 is really doing a lot for drum and bass. They're bringing a lot. Loki, one of the V2 guys, he does drum and bass. So
there we go.
yeah, they're bringing in a ton. I think V2 really does focus on dubstep though. Like that's what their audience likes. So as a promoter, I think they really stay in dubstep and they do a little bit of tech house and drum and bass. Mutiny, they do a lot of house. They're kind of running the house scene. They're bringing all the freaking best house artists. We love them for it. I love all the promoters here. Black Void also love the Black Void guys. Yeah. The Doof guys, a little bit more underground stuff. Groove Architects, I've made a lot of good friends with them. Yeah, so many cool people here doing cool stuff.
There's a lot, dude. I didn't realize, because like I said, I'm new to this, but I joined like the perfect time because like 2 years ago is like when they all started doing this shit. Yeah. Like,
I was like, I've been in it a long time, but there has been so much growth in the last 2 years. It's almost hard to keep up with.
Yeah. There's a bunch of, I don't know. Black Void has been going on for what, like the past 2 years as well? 2 or 3 years?
I think 4.
Is it 4?
Yeah, maybe longer.
But Mutiny's been 2.
Mutiny's been 2. Their first, or maybe 3, because their first event ever was the Rollin' Rave. It was like a drive-in. You drove your cars.
Remember they talked about it.
Oh, because
it was during COVID. Yeah.
Oh my God.
That was our very first event, and they just like took off from there.
Yeah, because that warehouse.
Box Pack.
Yeah, Box Pack. The first show I went to, if I remember correctly, was Knock 2.
Yeah, I think that was their first show there.
Really?
Maybe.
That was last year.
Yeah.
November, and then I went to Disclines there recently.
Yep.
Production. Has just gone so much higher for them, bro.
Yeah,
it's so nice.
So good. And Pinkbird, that's who does their production.
Oh, really?
All the lighting.
Yeah, it's so good
and
now.
Anarchy Lasers. That's his name on Instagram. He does lasers. And they work together on the production. It's just
because like compared to last year, oh my God.
Yeah.
It's so crazy.
It's so crazy. Eric Little is who runs Pinkbird, and he just is so good at what he does. He's the nicest guy I've ever met in my entire life, and he just has really good vision. He's just so good with lighting. And Danny and Alex, that's who runs Mutiny.
Yep.
They're just the sickest, and they have the best vision. They work so well together. They're both so good at different things. And Danny really is like booking all of the sickest freaking artists.
I know.
All of the artists that they're bringing this year are just
like Cassian.
wild. Cassian's going to be super sick at the end of the month. Really good. Don't miss that one.
It's the day before I leave to Thailand. And I might just go balls to the wall that day, just say, fuck it.
Your flight is going to be horrible.
Oh, that bitch going to be 20 hours, bro. Oh, my God.
You got to go to what, Korea first and then head down?
I think I'm going to...
China?
I don't know if I'm going to... It might be China first. It might be China
Guangzhou.
Have you been watching White Lotus?
No.
They're in Thailand this year?
I heard it's not that good.
Have
you watched have you been watching it?
I've been watching it. There's only 3 episodes out. I feel like the beginning is always a little bit slow.
I'm waiting to watch it. I'm a big I missed the first season, but then I started watching on the second season, and then made me watch the first season. It was very.
Are they
good.
different? Are they not
Different.
Each one is
countries.
set at a different country, different location.
So wait, it was White Lotus. It's not a reality TV show, is it?
No.
No.
Oh, so it's an
It's
actual
a
like
show,
a series.
but it's based in Thailand right now.
Okay, but like every season is not.
Yeah.
Okay.
There was
Based
one
on each
in
other.
Italy, I think, was that first one,
Yeah.
and then Hawaii.
No, it was Hawaii and then Italy.
I think my ex was
Yeah.
watching it.
Sorry,
But
I love
He
shows.
knows.
I love the shows, man. But we're waiting to watch it because just the cliffhangers get me, and I was like, I'd rather watch it.
It's
in
so
sequence.
hard. The one episode a week is
We've
so
done it
it's
before.
unbearable.
I'm like, I'm not doing that again. Yeah, so we're gonna wait. But I've heard really shaky reviews, even though I really want to see it.
It's only 3
I think
episodes in, so
I think it's good.
Yeah. Okay.
She's enjoying it.
But it's been booming. Thailand's been
I'll
booming
take
right now
Sarah's word
because
for
of
it,
that.
yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah, it's so many people. Like it's already been a travel destination,
Yeah,
but
we
I
know
think
that.
it's the second most traveled to country right now in Asia.
Oh, really?
Makes sense.
Wow.
Makes
I mean,
sense.
my
It's
one-way flight
overtaken.
was like $600.
That's why, and it's also
Really?
cheap flights too.
500. Oh, no, the cheapest one I found was $400.
That's crazy.
So if you really wanted to go one way and just figure it out later, then figure it out later. Do it.
That's what he's doing. That's why he bought a one
He's
way.
never- he never
He's
come
not.
back.
I bought my one way back. I bought my one way back.
the food's gonna be too good, bro. You're not coming.
Man, lady butt. Anyways,
Yo,
anyways,
hey.
Sarah, what is your
You crazy leeway.
Go.
That's
Keep
his
on going.
transition now. That's him DJing.
transition to
Yeah, lady boy.
exactly?
There you go.
What has been your like most favorite show you've done so far?
Most favorite was, it's a little hard, but
Yeah.
Side Piece at Box Pack with Mutiny. I played direct support for Side Piece, and that show was like
I heard they
freaking.
killed that too.
It was nuts. It was sold out. Playing direct support, it's such a good slot because it's packed out already.
Already, bro.
Everybody's there for the main
Keep
act.
the mood right. Yep.
I just kept the mood right, and like people were lit. Everybody's always lit at Box Pack, but like the people were lit, screaming, partying, dancing. It was so fun. I think that's my top show. The Clooney show was also really fun. At the Marquee, the sound is insane. It's also it's a pretty big venue. There's a lot of people. It feels really good. I think the direct support slots are always just like so fun. And DOS Energy was crazy too. I was like this big on that massive stage. I was so teeny, and also you couldn't even see me because there was this like shade thing in front of me. You literally could not see me
'cause
at
the
all.
sun,
And I was so small, and it's a crazy feeling to be on a
What
stage
stage
that
were you
big.
on?
The beach stage all the way out there. That's like
On the side, South Flats.
on the
Okay.
Salt Flats.
Yeah. Okay.
How big is that crowd?
At DOS Energy,
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I couldn't tell you.
Thousands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
That's
in
crazy.
total. Yeah, it's probably 1,000. I would say 1,000 at least.
Ooh.
I think
More.
it's
More
Well,
at least.
Yeah. I mean,
like out just for that stage alone.
I mean,
Just
like,
in
give me the
general.
stage and give me the general.
Okay, the stage. I'm not good at this stuff. I'm not good with capacity. I don't know how.
It's like it's not
how
part of the
big-
marketing.
I don't know how big a football stadium is, but like
Big enough for 100 yards. That's all you need to know.
probably
Okay,
would
cool.
guess, based on my knowledge of Sky's capacity, that was probably like 10,000 people.
10,000 people
For DOS Energy, right?
Oh,
I
That's
don't like.
I find that
I
hard to
think
believe.
I-
10,000 is a lot.
10,000.
I would say like 5, maybe 8.
Well, if Sky's capacity is like 1,300,
1,300,
and
right?
I think at that stage, maybe
Oh, at your stage,
6,000 to 8,000 at
To
that
Salt
stage.
Flakes?
So crazy.
Like just if it packed out.
Just
Yeah,
out
it's true.
at
'cause
that
you
one
can
stage,
go-
packed out. It can go so
Yeah,
far
it can go
back.
back. It's true.
The whole thing, I don't.
Yeah,
I don't
even
know. 30,000.
That's crazy.
Is there really
I-
that many people there, bro?
There's
I think
people
so.
fly from out
mean,
of
those are
state.
pretty
It's
big.
And
true,
last
bro.
year,
It's
it
big.
sold out. It
I know,
sold
yeah.
out.
It gets sold out right on day one now.
It does.
And like
so
tickets are so
weird.
much more expensive than they used
How?
to be. 9,000.
Oh, okay.
See?
I was gonna say yeah. Okay. I
9,000.
said 8 to 5. 5
Yeah.
to 8.
of the Saltaire. I wonder if that's just the inside.
That
though.
could be just yeah. It could just be the inside.
So, and if the inside
Because
is
the inside,
not
outside is
'cause-
huge.
Yeah, because the inside has upside up
Yeah.
there and downstairs. So
But
that
the
could
outside's
be,
way bigger
yeah,
than the
that
inside.
outside because you have 2
if
more
the
stages out
inside
there.
is
Yeah.
9,000,
That's a
that
shit ton.
first stage is probably also 9,000.
10,000 right
Second
there.
one's probably
10,000.
12 or 13.
Yeah,
fucking
for sure.
crazy, man.
Main
Yeah.
stage, what's crazy is main stage is right next to, and it doesn't fit as much as the Salt Flat stage.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Which they should transition. Eventually they will get bigger.
I think they should probably put main stage there and do better production, but I understand.
but
'cause
it's also
like-
the sun coming
I know,
down. So when
exactly.
it comes beaming,
Yeah.
like from
Yeah.
playing on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
The sun was pretty crazy. Also, the weather last year was raining both days.
I know.
I feel so bad. Both of I had friends that were opening first on that outside stage, on
Yeah.
both outdoor stages,
Yeah.
and both their sets got cut because of
know,
the
that
rain, which is
sucks.
so bummed, or such a bummer. But my friend Audimus, his set got cut, and he has this thing with rain. He's always getting rained out.
Yeah, I was gonna say
The
that's
year before it was wind.
Yes.
wind.
When the
Yeah, they had to
stage-
delay it.
Yeah.
They had to delay it.
Everything's
yeah.
moving. It's so
Excision
crazy.
also had to
Yeah.
cancel his fucking
So
show.
crazy.
I was so ass.
You weren't gonna go, then someone got you a ticket, then you
Yeah.
win, and then
Then
they
it
were
got
like
canceled,
and
and
you're
then
like,
I had to go
"What?"
to Sky to enjoy that. And I was like, why'd I come here? Because it's straight dubstep. I only wanted to see Space Laces because I enjoy Space Laces.
Yeah.
But yeah,
DOS
that's-
always has crazy weather. I think
Yeah.
that's just
You're just an open area.
the name
you
of the
know?
game.
Yeah.
fucking-
Endure the elements.
I do have a question. Since you said you want to get in production, right? And make your own music, obviously.
Yeah. Well, I do have one song out. I have one track out.
Oh, you
had
do?
a lot of help. Yes,
Okay.
I had a lot of help. My friend, he goes by Jacob K.
Okay.
He does very similar music to me. He helped
Yeah.
me a lot with that, and he was teaching me, and yeah. So I've learned a lot from him. I've learned a lot from a lot of people.
Yeah.
And I'm putting a lot of time in this year into
awesome.
production. I've been busy with shows
What
and
program do you use? 'Cause
Ableton.
It's Ableton still. It's still just Ableton. I mean, most people use.
There's
Ableton. What
others.
else?
Yeah, there's Ableton, Logic, Bitwig.
Yeah.
Bitwig is like extra fancy.
Really?
But it's pretty cool. There's a lot of cool stuff.
Those
in there.
things intimidate me.
It's intimidating.
Those softwares, because there's just so many things.
To me, it compares to learning Adobe, like Photoshop, for the first time.
Fuck,
It's
see,
like,
that shit was intimidating for me too. I couldn't do
Yeah.
Shit
it.
is a lot, man. Yeah.
It's the same.
Yeah.
It's the same energy.
Okay, yeah. There's just a bunch of reading and navigating. A bunch
Lots
of
of
it's just
navigating.
navigating shit.
Yeah,
huh?
yeah.
I don't know, any software, you just
You
figure
have to
out,
fucking-
like, you
yeah.
find out 3 things that you're like, I know how this works.
Yeah.
We're going to figure out everything around this shit.
Yep. I just know how to edit the podcast. That's all I know how to do. Like when I'm trying to, right now I'm editing photos in Lightroom and I'm trying to put things together and I'm just like, man, this sucks.
Yeah. It's
Like,
hard. It's hard being what am I trying to say here? What's the saying? Something
Jack of all trades?
Yes, it's hard.
Master of none.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, thank you. It's
I was going to
hard.
say Swiss
Good.
Army knife.
So is
That
the
was
same thing
good.
too?
That's
Yeah.
what I was going to say. But yeah, Jack of all trades.
Also that, yeah. It's hard being a jack of all trades and a master of none because like you truly are like never really the best at
Yeah.
something, but
Yeah.
you can do a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I feel I am. I'm kind of good at a lot of things, but I don't think I'm amazing at one specific thing. And it's hard like because I love so many different things. Like I wish I could just focus on one and just do the one thing. And my friends who are only focused on production are the best at production. Like
Yeah.
they're so good at making music because that's where they focus all their time and energy. But it's hard when like I really love DJing and I also love design and I love doing all that stuff. I also am a painter and like I just do so many different things. It's hard to
manage to make
to
the music.
be amazing at something because production really does require the most
Yeah.
time and energy. Like the only way to get good at it is putting in the time.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I don't
It's
have.
like quality of sound and making sure that things are supposed to be in the right spots.
So
and-
much.
Yeah.
So much.
The impressive thing though, like you know you're good at, and you're able to use that in other things that you like.
Yeah.
Which is very difficult because, like, especially when you're a person that's creative and you don't know how to get into these other things, it's kind of a hard hurdle to jump from one thing to another
For
and
sure.
be like successful in
Yeah.
each one. Yeah,
Definitely. I like you see it with a lot of like musical artists who are they're really good at that, but they're not good at marketing themselves. Or they're
Yeah.
not good at the branding. And then
Yeah.
it's hard to get further.
And that's why they
without
pay people.
everything. And that's why you
Yeah.
pay people.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
all
and that's fine too. But you got to be able to pay people.
Yeah.
You gotta make the money.
Gotta make money first. You gotta be good at that first.
Yeah,
Exactly.
You gotta be really good.
But producing, it takes you a long time
Yeah.
to make money
Yeah.
from DJing. It's like it's a little bit better.
Yeah.
I'm jealous you're really good at marketing because marketing is hard.
It's a tough.
When you get into the nitty gritty of it, and then also like when you are responsible for the marketing, like your own business,
numbers
you
and
do
shit,
your own
yeah.
thing, like it's very hard to juggle. Because when we were doing clothes, that was the hardest thing for us to do.
Yeah.
Because we're like, oh, we love designs, we love this, it'd be cool, and then we found out how to make them. When we were trying to like post them on Instagram, it was such a hurdle for us.
To figure
Like,
out how to
in
market
the
it, yep.
beginning, it was so
How
frustrating.
to sell them.
Yeah.
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 I think it really does take like a marketing brain. That's I've learned that a lot. Like just through other I don't know, working in agencies with other marketing people, there's so many people who have that brain for it and so
Yeah.
many people who just like can't grasp it, and that's okay because, you know, if everybody did marketing then I wouldn't have a job.
Yeah.
But yeah, you really do have to have a brain for it. There's so so many details to it.
I realize I'm not good at marketing because I'm like, I like to be mysterious. And you can't.
I don't know.
You can't be mysterious.
You
Well,
can't be
you
mysterious
can
in
be.
market.
Yeah, you can.
Like you can, but you need a marketing guy to be like, okay, this is what we can do. I'm like,
The way you gotta look at it is,
'Cause
does
marketing-
Batman market himself as a superhero?
no, dude, people are shouting him out. bro.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You
What
could
did
be the
Baden say?
Batman of
I
marketing.
was born in the
That's been my
darkness.
whole, like, social
you only adapted.
You have to make fake accounts and then just boost yourself that way.
That's actually very smart. Wow.
you go.
Okay. Shit. All
See?
right. Cool. Hey.
But being mysterious also helps marketing because that makes people
Look at
intrigued.
that
like,
Daquan
what
guy
is
on
that?
Instagram. You know, they make these accounts, these meme accounts. Daquan everyone
Oh,
followed
yeah.
it.
True.
But he sold it for
yeah.
over like $70 million.
It's pretty crazy.
And he's
But
just been posting every
That's
day.
the thing you have to post because I
Yeah.
never post.
Yeah, but
I
you
always-
don't like
I want
posting
to.
yourself,
'Cause you like
but you do
being
like to
mysterious.
post.
But I want to post like if people appreciated just like a moody picture of like a coffee mug
I
on
thought
a
you-
Then
table.
do it. I post shit like that all the
Bro,
time, bro.
you know I post that shit on my story.
Yeah.
People like that shit, but I'm like,
What are we saying?
I don't know what I mean,
you want
man.
to post that on your feed and like
Like,
get a bunch of likes. That's like
here's-
Instagram when it
it's-
first came out.
Yeah.
I know that's the thing. I'm
God.
stuck in that
With
era.
the filters.
And then the Tumblr age too. Like
Oh,
you can-
Tumblr was a
you
good
can
time.
pop off with shit like that.
Yeah,
but then
you
it's
could.
like it's different now.
That's like Pinterest vibes. You can pop
It
off.
is Pinterest, yeah.
I live
You
in
can rack up
Pinterest.
those numbers on Pinterest.
You could.
That's
doing
very
that.
true. I guess it's like it's one of those things where I was like, we'll work on it when we work on it. But then
Yeah.
at the same time, it's like I love posting stories because people can just see it that day and it'll be gone forever.
God, I'm so mysterious. Actually, it's weird. You know, this kind of reminds me
She
of.
gets it, yeah.
I do. I get it. I'm a Scorpio. I'm very mysterious.
Tight.
I like to keep my secrets to myself. But I like to know everybody else's secrets.
Gemini's too. yeah. Don't give me that. What the hell?
Scorpios and Geminis.
Why is that?
We get along.
I just need to know.
We're like on opposite ends of the spectrum.
But it's like if the Suicide Squad was in a room.
Oh my
like,
God, I thought you were gonna say something else.
We got to get some shit done, bro.
okay.
For sure. When you put it that way, yes. Anywho, the mysterious marketing kind of reminds me of something. And then I lost it. You guys, I really built that up. I'm sorry.
No, it happens all the time.
Yes.
Trust me. It
You
happens
found out you're a
all the
Gemini,
time.
and then
I'm
she's like,
crying, bro. We'll let you ponder on that.
Yeah,
We'll let you
I
ponder
totally
on that.
lost it. Let me ponder.
Wait, I don't even. Now I'm lost. Shit,
well,
this is not good.
I was going to ask you,
Yes.
ultimately, what is your goals as Sarah Lies with the music? Where do you want to? So, what are your goals, and then what is your dream stage? Where do you
See, I
want
was
to
going
play?
to ask that, Tay. Thank you.
Good question. I'm going to take it as far as the universe will let me. I think it's like a lot of friends have just seen some of the stuff I've done and they're like, you cannot stop. Like, there's so many people who try to do this
Yeah.
and they can't pick up the momentum that you have. So you have to run with it. And people are like, I'm sorry, if you want to quit this, you can't. Like you just have to keep going. And like, I don't feel like I want to quit. I love doing it. I really, really do. But I think that like, I don't know, when stuff gets like, not even when stuff gets hard, it doesn't even get that hard, but I just think about that often. Like so many people want to be doing these kinds of things.
Yeah.
And if I have the, the momentum and the opportunities to do it, I need to keep doing it. And so I would love to be playing massive, massive stages all over the world. I want to play in Europe. I want to be playing like all of the really big festivals. There's so much good music in South America too. Like to be playing some festivals there is just crazy. I would just love to break into like different scenes all over the world. And I think I have music taste that kind of aligns with like all different places. I love all kinds of different stuff. Dream stages, I think like
Name like
after
three.
Arc Music Festival, huge one.
Okay,
It's
yeah.
in Chicago.
Yep.
It's only 3 years old. It's really big,
Yeah,
but
that's
it's
brand new.
very niche. It's like the best house and techno.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really, really good stuff. After going to Ultra, it would be so fun to play Ultra Music Festival. Also, like really, really
Miami?
good. Miami. Yeah, it's during Miami Music Week. I went last year. It was really amazing. Also, just the best music. Gosh. What else?
There's just so many now.
There's
there
so
is.
many.
So many.
Awakenings is in Detroit. That's
Yeah.
another really good
There we
techno
go, yeah.
festival that is just the best of the best.
They just announced like Tomorrowland for Thailand.
Yeah.
So it just
Insane.
Yeah, it
That's
just keeps,
crazy.
The scene's getting there. Like speaking of Thailand, the music scene just got bigger and
Yeah.
bigger
I
And
wanna
Thai
do-
people love to party.
there. Yes, they do.
Yeah.
I'm one of them.
Also, EDC, Tomorrowland, Day Zero in Tulum. There's so much good stuff
Yeah.
in Tulum, and like it's the best music. I think.
Yeah.
Like it's just good stuff.
So exciting.
So many.
What DJ would you want to like? If you could choose, you can give me 3. Fuck it, like back to back, or like be on stage with, or work, or make a song with. Either or, yeah. Just which DJs would you?
Peggy Gou's my number one
course.
forever. Love her.
Yeah.
I really love Azeka. She's top tier. I feel like Azeka and Gorgon City go hand in hand. Azeka's married to one of the Gorgon City guys.
Oh, really?
And they both just make incredible music. Gorgon City and Azeka, I love everything they do. So I'm gonna group them together.
That's fine.
And I think Cole Knight. She's a I don't know, she's not like a huge artist, but I love the music she makes and the music that she plays. She has really, really cool taste. And I think there's so many really cool female artists that are kind of untapped that would just be so cool to make stuff with. Back to back.
I'm just ready for Fashion Week now, just thinking about all the music stuff. That's going to be happening. So
that'd be kind of bad.
There's going to be a lot of music. It's so crazy how that shit goes hand in hand.
Yeah.
Shit like that.
Like
pop
when
culture.
You have
It's
like
pop culture.
When you have like an artist that play at your fashion show, I think that's the sickest shit.
So sick.
Yeah.
Or like, I don't know, F1 too.
Yeah.
All the F1 stuff. They have freaking music festivals now.
Yeah,
It's pretty
but
wild.
Peggy
like,
Goo played F1 last year.
F1's
Fisher.
they got different type of money over there. That's why it's just like
I don't know what it was
Yeah.
in the past few years. F1's been marketing in a way different way
Bro,
than
that's
I've
what
ever
I'm saying,
seen.
yeah.
Even like Louis Vuitton
fashion.
jumping on that shit.
They're like Lewis Hamilton's. He's like the front runner for them, and he's doing
overall,
crazy shit for them.
Everything, the celebrity endorsements that they have now is just crazy.
It's wild.
Because I was like, I've never seen it like this before. So it's pretty
I don't
exciting.
watch it, but the people that actually are fans of it are fucking like, this shit's tight. Like I can't watch a car go 180 miles per hour and be
was like
excited, bro. I'm
I
sorry.
think if I was there, like in real
Different,
life, it'd be sick.
Yeah, different for
Dude,
sure.
you just gotta play Forza, bro.
You gotta, and then you gotta
You're
sit
gone,
down.
sit down, sit in your phone for a second.
That's funny.
It's not like a basketball game where you're just like, oh, back and forth. It's like, oh, they're gone.
Wait
Okay.
30 minutes.
Sometimes it's exciting, man, when the guy passes the other guy just like this.
Yeah. I would need more of the scene like in Talladega
Adrenaline.
Nights where it's like the first person. You get to see the cars driving.
Yeah,
then,
if they all
like-
had front
Yeah.
cams.
Oh, front cameras?
If we had some
That's
multi-cam
VR.
footage.
That's true.
They probably have some
Like
shit
a
like that.
VR,
though.
that'd be like you're at the event, but you have a
Because
VR
there's no way there's
headset.
not TVs up for
Yeah.
Yeah.
the fucking race.
They do
Yeah.
have some of those cameras now, but
what I say, yeah.
But I don't know. I played a lot of Forza. I played a shit ton of Forza, so it's like
Fun.
that'd be sick.
Is there a venue you'd want to like DJ at, like an actual venue, like
I
Brooklyn
mean,
Mirage, like
Spa-
under the 4K?
Oh my God, Brooklyn Mirage.
Sarah,
I was
come
going
on.
to say Space, but
That works.
Brooklyn Mirage
Space?
over Space Miami.
Oh, I thought you meant like
Miami.
I thought you meant like actual space. I was like,
Yeah.
I would love to
First
drive.
DJ in
the,
space.
the satellite
limit,
just
dude.
projects
Wow.
Sarah Lies.
If anyone's going to do it, it might be me. It might be me.
We're
you know?
manifesting it right now. Elon Musk.
Unless Elon Musk
send her
becomes
up.
a DJ.
we gotta be there. We
At
gotta be-
Elon,
like the
send me
spear
to space,
lifts
bro.
off from the ground.
yeah.
Oh,
Takes you-
oh my gosh.
Starlink behind her just.
Following. I'm in. You know, there's a lot of, political climate situation happening. But if he wants to send me to space, I will take it.
I got mad excited for I don't even know.
About space. Yes. Anywho,
Like, woo!
Brooklyn Mirage, Space Miami, of course.
Red Rocks.
Red Rocks,
Yeah.
sick.
I need to go to
Academy in
Brooklyn
LA,
Mirage.
also
There we
a
go,
really
yeah.
sick club.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many. There's like
so
clubs
many.
all over the world. Printworks is gone now, but they made in London. Those same guys, they made I don't know. They made a new venue. It's in an old IKEA. And it's massive.
Oh,
That seems sick.
That's honestly.
I wish I could
way
think
cool.
of the name right now. I'm blanking, but it's so sick.
Is it like an open IKEA?
Yes. So like
everything's just taken
they
out.
got rid of the floor. And
No, you
it's-
got to go through all the closets, the doors, the
I was
couches.
like, that's kind of a
You have to
hassle.
navigate through.
yeah. It's
Like, I
like
just want to get to kitchen utensils right now.
Just cut through on the bottom floor.
Okay, that was a
It's
stupid
perfect.
question. I don't know.
It's like this, essentially like a warehouse.
shopping carts. Yeah, it's just like this.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know,
Open ass space.
a little bit bigger than this, but
Yeah.
yeah, if this was open, granted, I mean, maybe we should just throw a show in here.
Dude, I've been wanting to.
I mean, that'd be so cool.
I've been wanting to bug my my owner. Well, Ruth. I work at Ruth's Chris. Okay, it's a franchise, so that we have an actual owner, and my manager's pretty cool with me. And I've been wanting to like record me doing a set in one of like the closed rooms so bad. I'm just scared to ask him.
Just ask.
You're asking now. Hey, can P shoot at Ruth Chris?
Mr. Robbins, please.
would actually
I
be
promise
so
you,
hard, dude.
I won't break anything. You can take some money out of my paycheck, whatever. Just let me get like an hour and a half, and you can have the managers in there. We'll just be closed off in a room, and it'll just be loud
Private
music.
set.
It'll be loud music for like an hour and a half, and I'm out of there. I promise you, bro.
Can we
It's
shoot?
marketing, and we don't, I'm gonna wear my apron and everything. It's gonna be like, oh, Roots Chris is cool as fuck. Like, come on,
Yeah, when you put it that way,
you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's gonna be more.
It could be a thing.
It's not an ad, but like it's marketing for Roots Chris. I promise you.
Dude, there's so many I would love that as a location. That'd be so sick.
it'd be so
No,
sick.
because like
Short
Crystal Terminal,
films.
you've seen Crystal Terminal, like Jacob and them. Yeah, they just inspired me to like try to.
do some
do like
cool
stuff like that.
pop-up
Yeah,
shit. There's,
yeah.
I don't know who it is that's doing it, but I always get these videos on Instagram. It's people, someone's DJing. It's like inside a food truck, and they're like
Oh,
lighting
shit.
food on fire in the back, and it's like they play a lot of techno. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, I see
What?
that.
I
They're in
don't
the
know who does
kitchen.
it.
It's like it's one DJ. There's one cook. Well, there's two cooks basically. There's one who's actually cooking the food, and there's one guy who's like watching the stuff to make sure it's not fucking.
But it's
up
like
anything.
lighting on fire,
Yeah.
and
Is that an
I have a
American?
whole ass
Crazy.
fucking. I don't think it's America.
I was gonna say, I was like,
Yeah.
that doesn't sound like an
Probably
whole
American.
ass
European.
fucking wok, fucking
Yeah.
whipping rice and shit. It's crazy.
If you ever cook with a wok, oil's getting everywhere. I don't even know. That's
shit. It was gonna be on fire.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's crazy.
shit was already on fire.
Sticky
Tell-
with oil, man. Just slip off the records. I'm just stupid, man. It's just crazy.
That's funny as hell. What time is it?
I don't know. We're an hour in. So
Oh, that's awesome.
yeah.
I didn't even realize. How fun.
A lot to chat about.
Yeah, no, that's fun.
I was hoping that she would have her story about
Oh, the ponder. Did
the
you?
pondering.
Oh,
Did
is
you figure
it
out
was
what you forgot?
mysterious marketing.
There's an like a artist I'm trying to think of. Oh my gosh. Okay, I have it. Are we ready?
yes.
Yeah.
Built up a lot of stuff here.
God.
Mysterious marketing. It's making me think of Banksy,
Oh.
who I've always loved. I actually did like a
Okay.
report on him in school. Like since I was a kid, I've just been obsessed with Banksy and everything he does and like the messaging. No one knows who he is, but his stuff is all over the world.
Yeah.
So many people see
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Also, like he's on Instagram. And so like that's how you do mysterious marketing, right? And I actually
They don't
feel
even know
like
what he looks like.
I kind of
Yeah,
pulled
that's sick.
just because I've always like loved him, like subconsciously, I feel like I've pulled in a little bit of that like concept.
Yeah, that's a really good example.
Because like
Yeah,
you
that
could
works.
put something out in the world
And he's super controversial.
and
Like, some
nobody
people
knows
love
it's
him,
you,
some
but
people
you
hate him.
know it's you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like my guy
I mean,
Satoshi.
Before we started doing this, I didn't want to show my face.
Where's the ski mask?
But now there's
We
over
can change it
100
and give him-
episodes.
give him a voice
Nice
change.
face. Voice change?
We can just
I don't
AI
know.
edit those.
Well,
videos.
whenever we stop doing the podcast, like I'm just gonna go.
Won't even see me, son. I'm gone.
That was crazy.
That was tight. Thank
That
you.
scared me. I was like, what's happening?
She's like, that's not Jesus.
Oh my god.
She's like, what did you guys do to me?
That's terrible. Oh my god.
Oh shit.
Yeah, dude. It's you can do anything mysterious. Look,
know.
Satoshi. No one knows who this guy is. He freaking put out a coin and now it's
Bitcoin, yeah,
worth over
Satoshi Nakamura, bro,
$100,000.
what
You
the
know?
fuck?
We'll get there. We'll get there. I ain't
But now it's
mad.
gonna be hard for you to disappear off the earth and
Yeah.
become mysterious.
No, it's fine. It's like, beginning arc, and then all of a sudden he disappears, and then all you got to see is my name on the credits. And then you're like, oh my God.
It was
Yeah.
Moose.
That's that guy.
The whole time.
Yeah, it was him the whole time.
You could be like Marshmallow.
Yeah, I mean, I would love that, honestly. Like, if I could wear like a mask all the time, that'd be so
Sick.
cool. I don't know. I'm too.
Well,
I don't know.
being mysterious you have to create a different persona. So,
I know, but I feel
and
like
you have yet to like to dig like this.
as you
know,
as far as you know.
I'm saying though, but like
I know
solidify
that's the
a
thing, it's-
persona.
You know, he has a different
there,
persona. His
yeah.
diary moves. He's doing his
Yeah.
diary stuff
When
and
I'm
he's building
journaling a
up his
lot.
journaling. So
It's different. You never see him.
Yeah.
You never see him.
I'm
You
not
only see
going
me.
to. Yeah.
yeah.
That's why I love Batman so much. You don't see Batman. You don't see, Bruce Wayne.
I don't see Bruce Wayne. He's rich as fuck.
You know what I mean. Damn it.
So when you started doing, this will probably last.
Yeah, we're gonna go away, yeah.
But
That's enough
So
about
when you
it.
started doing the music, who were your influences early on?
Early on, Cream.
Cream's so
Oh.
good. I
Cream
love
is so sick.
Love
I
Cream.
love them. I actually got to play with them as Guy as well when I first.
Oh.
Well, back when I was Supernova, I played with Cream.
When was that? I was there for that show when they came here.
At Sky.
Yeah.
That was probably.
Was that last year?
A year ago. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I was there.
I think that was actually last January or February.
Yeah.
I can't really remember like who when I
At the
first
time,
started.
yeah.
Yeah. At the time.
Porter Robinson, obviously.
Porter Robinson. Yeah.
Yeah.
My taste has changed a lot, but like now, Azeka, huge influence for me. I love everything she does, and I think she's just like such a cool girl. And I think she's also really good at just, I don't know, like dealing with being a female artist and like all the things that come with that. She's just so like eloquent and graceful about it. And I just think she's the coolest. Peggy Goo, sick. Cole Knight, super sick. Sally C is a really cool artist. I think not a lot of people have heard of her, and I think she's so sick. Also, Chris Stussy. There's so many European artists who I just love. Chris Stussy, Frankie Rizzardo, Josh Baker, like all of those deep tech guys. I've been playing a lot of Latin stuff that I don't even speak Spanish, but I've been playing with all my Latin friends, and they know what the music is saying, but I know what a good song sounds like when I hear one.
Trust me, we're
Hello.
like K-pop fans.
Yeah.
So, and we don't understand a lick of K-pop.
But it's
and
fun.
So, yeah, it's good.
It's fun. And you just appreciate it. And I think, there's Dennis Cruz,
you go.
Obsessed, so sick. I saw Dennis Cruz at Space. Actually, I Get Freaky. This last year, some kid I didn't know, he came up to me and he was like, "Are you Sarah?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Were you behind the booth with Dennis Cruz at Space, Miami?" I was like, "How do you know that?" He was like, "It's on the YouTube." I was like,
On the YouTube.
that is not good because there was a lot of party favors. And
That sounds fun.
I have yet to watch it, but if it's on there, then that's
That's funny.
She got Nardward.
yeah.
Oh God, were you behind Dennis Cruz at Space? I have a photo right here.
And I'm like, who are you? How do you what?
Was your teacher Mr. Robinson?
Funny as fuck.
So funny. Anywho, yeah. I mean, there's lots of people that inspire me for sure, and all for different reasons. Like the way they DJ, the music that they play, or the music that they make, or just like their personality or style or branding as an artist. I think really inspires me, and there's so much to it.
It's amazing.
It's funny.
Yeah.
I play Brazilian funk. I don't understand Portuguese at all.
At this point, you don't really
Toma. Oh, this shit's so good.
So fun.
I don't know, man. That shit's fun. Different sounds are cool. Finding new music is always fun.
It's so fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. And my taste it's always going like this. Like it's always fluctuating. I don't know if I'll ever stick to one thing.
Yeah, I know.
your guys' music
how I've been
knowledge is
too.
ridiculous. Just hearing you guys talk, like even like going through subgenres, artists, like it's just on a different level. It's impressive, honestly.
Yeah, if I have a bad memory, it's because all this shit is.
Because there's taking up.
It's this
He's
shit.
one brain cells.
There's one
he's like,
records
hang in there.
Yeah, he's like, hey there, buddy. I got good music in here for you.
He's digging through the records.
Oh God! Like, just remember the good song that you were happy about. I'm like, yes. Now we can cry.
So we have an ending segment here. It's called the Chef Special. It's just free advice to the viewers. People, something you've taken in your life that you can provide to someone out there that's in need of us. Does anything.
A kind word.
Yeah.
Kind words. Can it be like practical advice?
Of course.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
okay.
love that.
It's whatever you.
It doesn't have to be like a lovey-dovey cute vibe.
No.
Okay. I think that I can credit pretty much all of my success as a DJ to branding myself and learning who I am, what I like, both musically and visually, my style, like the way I dress, the way I talk to people, the way I dance on stage, like just the way that I think leaning into what you like as far as you can is what's going to get you somewhere and make you stand out. And building a brand and really just like leaning into who you are is going to take you really, really far. And also ask for what you want. Like, don't be scared to ask for things or to bring ideas to people, because nobody knows what you are thinking about, or if you want to play a stage, or someone might not even know who you are until you make that connection or bring that idea to them or tell them who you are. Yeah. So, always ask for things, put your name out there, do the networking. It goes way, way further than you think.
Yeah. It's about who you know sometimes at the end of the day.
You just gotta be yourself.
You gotta know a little bit.
Yeah.
But
you gotta be yourself though.
Exactly.
You have to be able to sell yourself, right?
All of that.
Yeah.
And
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because a lot of the homies say that, like when they see like people performing or on stage, they say like just be yourself, have fun, and as long as you're having fun, people see that, they're gonna have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So true.
Yeah.
I think my version was a little bit more in depth than that. But be fun, and have yourself.
Well, thank you, Sarah, for joining us.
Mine was better.
It was.
Yeah. It's always
guys.
better when the
Her
the
chef
guest does it.
special was a chef special. Mine
Yeah.
was just a fucking.
Yours is
blanket.
the analyzation of the chef special. Okay, you
The
were,
shortened version.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You had a little sauce with the main course.
yeah.
Yes.
Thank you guys for tuning in episode 134 Off the Menu Podcast. Thank you, Sarah, for joining us here. Make sure you follow everything in the description below. Make sure you guys go check out the show.
She just
Peace
called
out,
me
y'all.
out for mansplaining.
Thanks.
That's normal.
Hell yeah, honestly.
Yeah, I did.
No, she
That was
did.
I'll do it
honestly
again.
great.
But I'm conscious and aware.